Hello, everybody. So today we have more X4. It seems like that's about all I play on this channel right now. It's pretty much all I have time for, and it just seems to be what everybody really enjoys. So I am going to stick with it. So remember how I was telling you about the AI that was trolling me before? Well, he's been trolling me even more since I've been letting this run, trying to get materials delivered to stations by coming up and hacking my stations, which has been just absolutely fun. And then when I catch him and start attacking him, he's faster than my ships. So even when he's not in um, super speedy mode, jump mode, he can outrun my two big ships that can actually do damage. So I have gotten turrets on this station, but there's not enough quite yet to be able to knock him down. He's hacked this station, I think, I don't know, 4 times now, and he's hacked this one once. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, when you are setting up your stations to do just your faction, and if you're using trading stations like I do, don't forget to set up a sell order. I kept trying to figure out why was my station not distributing parts or and gas, and I forgot I needed to set up a sell order. So if you do it my way, don't forget to set up sell orders as well as buy orders, because otherwise you're gonna be sitting there scratching your head like I was. So yeah, I've been just watching this area, waiting for him to come back, because he keeps switching his faction using his masking technology, which means that he's no longer hostile. So I have to mark him hostile. That way my ships attack him, and it's a lot of fun. But I've got hull parts up and running finally. This one's had most of its hull parts delivered. This one's had some of them delivered. This station, the Microlattice factory, is almost full of materials. I'm just waiting on... Oh, I've got more. I've got plenty. So all I gotta do is just wait on my traders to deliver. I did buy another big trader. Oh, I need to rename him. This was my... So this one was my material trader. One of them. My second one. See? But we are going to now make him a full part. This trader is going back and forth, grabbing computronic substrate and metallic microlattice so that I can get those components building up here, and I no longer have to rely on maybe getting it from another faction, which, funnily enough, Argon had some of it, but not very much. But that way I can build my stations using Terran parts instead of the very expensive hull parts and Claytronics, which are expensive blueprints to buy.
It's an honor to see you
I've
here.
bought quite a few blueprints since the last episode as well. So Claytronics is 20 million just for that. And it's only used for building stations and modules. And if I can get away without building entire station with them, then I will do that. So I bought turret production. Scanning array, which is a component of turret production. What else did I buy? Microchips, which are also part of scanning arrays. Advanced electronics, I think. No, I bought that last time. Antimatter cell. I don't remember why, but I needed it for something. What else did I grab? Engine parts are going to be expensive too. Wait, no. Engine part. It's drone components. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's all I bought. So once these other two big stations get building, I will probably put up because turret components require microchips, so I'll have to put up one of those, and scanning arrays, which also take microchips. So actually what I can do is, no, I'm gonna have to put up a microchip factory, and then put microchip factory inside the scanning array factory. But that'll let me build my own turret components so that I can start arming the rest of my stations that are producers, so that I don't have to deal with this jerk if I don't nuke him first. But hopefully this station will get the rest of its turrets built. Oh, wow. Getting close. Yep, we're getting there. So I've got a bunch more turret components being delivered. And then plasma turrets and flak turrets. I did the bolt turrets on accident, but they work against small and medium ships. Not so good against large ships. That's what the plasmas are for. Okay. So that is what I've been doing while offline. I do believe I said I was going to go and continue on with the story mission.
Discoverer,
so
Vanguard.
We're going to tell you to go and take me here.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Oh, just do it. Come here. Come here. Unfortunately, I have to pay attention to that area or that plunderer so that he doesn't keep... What do you mean no trades found? This can't be full. No, it's not full. What are you talking about? Liar? Because if he changes his faction, I won't be able to see him. You are totally lying. There's ore right there. It needs ore. But it's nice. I've got a good stock of hull parts coming in now. The station is finished building. I got a decent cash flow. So once one of these gets all of the other parts it needs, like hull parts and energy cells, I will put up the buy order for the Claytronics, and then I can build it. I wish this one would get its deliveries. I should probably make friends with the Paranid, because if I remember correctly, let's go to the shipbuilder. Add ship. large. And we want...
Entering system. Patikva's choice.
Not that one. It's not the Behemoth. It's the Phoenix. Now, if we put... Yeah, see that? Yeah, it's much faster. And I think even with the PAR engines, it's... Yeah, see, even with Terran engines, it's fast. So, in my ships, I think the fastest one I have is 137. So, it's unfortunate, but I should be able to make friends with the Paranid. I just need to set up a station in one of their sectors for stuff that they need, and I can, actually, let's go see if I can figure out what they need. Alright, so where is their large shipyard? Honestly, it doesn't matter. What do they need at their small shipyard? Trade. What are you guys buying? Okay, you're buying electronics and turret components. Weapon components, smart chips. Oh, let's kill these. Alright, you're buying... Geez, you're buying everything. I could set up a smart chip factory. I don't have the... Never mind. I don't have the technology yet. Advanced composites.
Entering system. Heretics end.
I could set up an advanced electronics state factory. Or a smart chip factory. I just want to raise my faction with them. So yeah, I could do that. Oh, but I don't have any miners out here. I have to buy miners. But a smart chip factory wouldn't be that expensive to set up. Sorry, I needed to switch it. Oh, I only have microchips. Alright, let's see. What can I build that they need that's easy? Hull parts they don't need a whole lot of. Scanning arrays. I don't need that.
Entering system. Watchful gaze.
They really need the most of oh, they need weapon components bad. They need a lot of smart chips. So maybe I go and buy the smart chip blueprint. All right, you finished exploring all of this. Let's go and explore this. We're gonna go and open up all of the Paranid areas. Ah, there it is. There's their big shipyard. All right. So those are all done as far as I can do them because the pirates came in and started harassing my scouts, so I had to leave. I'm just going to queue up a bunch of explore orders for him. That's done. It's mostly done. Yeah, these are the sectors that I did the circular pattern, or the corner to corner pattern, and it missed a lot of spots. All right, I think I know where that goes. Yeah, that goes into Grand Exchange. Let's do Grand Exchange. Okay, that should be enough. All right, we're getting in there. Now I can dock with dude. There he is. Marcus hostile. Yup.
Do not go home after this.
Already taken care of it. Good. Oh, so, the Hyperion, when it blew up, there were some leftover people.
I'm hit.
One of them was a almost 5-star pilot.
Not enough? Split give you more.
So, my Behemoth Vanguard is almost a 5-star pilot now. Which is nice. Before it was flying like an idiot, now it's flying less like an idiot. Which is cool. So if you have a good, expensive pilot, try and rescue him when the ship gets popped. Usually the pilot will survive. And this is my fastest destroyer at the moment. I mean, I could just buy a bunch of medium ships, like Minotaurs, with some missiles on it, or I don't know. I mean, a bunch of Minotaurs would definitely pop this ship pretty hard. You know what? Let's see how much a couple of Minotaurs is going to run me. Medium. So these things have 4 turret slots each, which is extremely nice. I'll just do bolt repeaters.
Awaiting
All right,
orders.
so we can do plasma. We'll do 1 flak and then 2 more plasma. So the flak is for annoying ships. Flight, long range scanner, basic scanner, targeting computer, captain, and we'll just do that. I just keep naming all my basic stuff as better than mid. Oh, they're missing electronics. Dang it. All right, so I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna buy 3 of these and then just wait for them to get the parts. And then assign them to this combat group. Oh, wow. They knocked the crap out of him. Actually, what's the speed on those? Medium, Minotaur Vanguard, combat. Okay, they're fast enough to catch that ship. All right, so you,
Ma'am,
get up. We need to go dock with this.
Guppy, docking granted.
Thought I had you selected. And I did look, the, boron ships are specific or have specific parts. You can't interchange them, which is unfortunate. Oh, that's neat. I forgot that they slid in like that.
Successful.
A boron capital ship. In all my days. A perfect equilibrium of function and ergonomics. And with such flair. My current abode is penurious in comparison.
Whatever. Oh, you're talking about your tank. Story time.
My ropalium near explodes with the joy of welcoming esteemed visitors. This historic occasion is the first of its kind. I am Leda V, Royal Steward of the Provinces Adrift. On behalf of Her Majesty the Queen, and as her loyal servant, it is my profound pleasure to welcome an emissary of the Paranid Empire. And once business is out of the way, I insist you join me on a more informal tour.
Esteemed Royal Steward Leda Wee, thank you for your most gracious welcome. You must forgive me. I, Numunkaret, am no Empire emissary. I represent the Alliance of the Word, a diplomatic forum and scientific organization funded by various races across the network.
My. But do you have letters patent from the Empire? The provinces adrift are in dire straits. We must negotiate terms of assistance.
I am compelled to reiterate, I do not speak for the Paranid authorities. Though we do bring news which may bring joy. We have been in communication with Kingdom End. Limited fragile communication, but communication nevertheless. Some months ago we received word from your homeworld. It was heartening to discover that the Boron Core has survived the shutdown, and learn of their most ambitious endeavor. Their entire scientific resources are focused on understanding and manipulating jump gate technology. We humbly request your permission to investigate the dormant jump gates in your territory, and to set up a scientific outpost in the region, should that be required.
There are so many implications to consider. This really is momentous. I am afraid I must decline your request, for now. We cannot be precipitous.
By the glistening waters of Nishala.
I fail to understand.
Poor guy.
We ask for no more than your permission. We certainly have no wish to be a drain on your resources.
Leader we. They are trying to connect us with Kingdom End. They have communications.
Neela T, this obsession with finding home is entirely yours. You may have the luxury of gallivanting around the galaxy in search of miracles, but I have responsibilities. I have the welfare of billions of souls to consider. Our guests have already made clear that the outside network, with all its resources, has been unable to connect with our homeworld. The priority at this juncture is the welfare of our people, and I shall not be distracted from that.
Honored host, we will of course expedite communications with the governments of the network. I'm sure emissaries are preparing as we speak. Yet, if we could simply...
Enough, please. I understand your request, but I do not think you understand what is at stake. Please have patience, but for now, the matter is settled.
Outrageous!
You?
Boron Queen's government itself is racing to reconnect, and you decline to facilitate? What kind of royal steward are you?
Please.
There is nothing to be gained from trading insults.
This is absurd. Our work is of the utmost importance.
Audio balancing.
Your obduracy is beyond me. I shall take my leave. Heading to the dock.
Okay. I need to check and make sure that that ship is not doing... Okay, he's still being a jerk. He came over here to... He came over here to harass and got chased off. Where are my... How far back are my ships? They are still missing. Oh, they got parts coming in. Cool. So that will help. Where'd you run off to? Dude, quit chasing him. He's going to the pirate port. Okay, you can stop. You can stop now. All parts. I wish you guys would finish one before you start on another one. Alright, so my stock of hull parts is gotten low, but I have... Why are you guys saying there's no trades? You can do a trade for ore right here. It's weird. You have ore in there as well. Oh, and I also bought another large ore miner as a trader. So, because this station was chewing up more ore than those two other ones could pull in to feed 5 hull part. So I've got 41 minutes of activity and an hour and 40 minutes of activity on this one. So it's good. You guys keep feeding this station. Because it's priced higher. They go by the value of the trade.
Entering system. Great Reef.
What is Scout 2 complaining about? Oh.
That certainly could have gone better, but all may not be lost.
Okay, so.
The silent one from our disappointing introduction. From time to time, I spend the waking nights pondering the very same question. It would be misleading to cast blame for all our miseries on the Great Shutdown. In fact, when we were first riven from the wider network, the vast majority of our boron systems remained connected between themselves. Isolated from external threats, we commenced a new age of reflection and scientific endeavor. And while this period of peace brought the wealth of Kingdom N to fabulous new heights, we were not complacent. Resources were stockpiled throughout the Queendom, a precautionary measure. Oh, we thought we were prepared, yet in truth we were far from it. We boron are inherently connected to each other, you see? We thrive on a collective sort of innate affinity. Once that connection was severed, each system found itself in complete isolation. Things fell apart quite quickly, I'm afraid to say. Productivity collapsed catastrophically. Stockpiles were depleted far more rapidly than anticipated, and there was no way to replenish them. After years of disarray, Great Reef finally reconnected with barren shores. Later, it was joined by several other systems. The provinces adrift were founded, but by then the damage was done. We still lacked crucial resources. I contend that it was the collective psychological toll of the severance that caused this, more so than the evident logistical challenges posed by the shutdown.
Oh, oops. There he is. He's still being a jerk. He's trolling. Okay, he's leaving for now.
The silent one from our disappointing introduction.
Okay, so are you okay?
I regret my approach at our meeting. You see, I have not hosted a diplomatic function in decades. Unfortunately, I am simply not in the habit of communicating with anyone other than boron. You see, we boron converse amongst ourselves, relying on complex structures of pheromones, not just mere words. There was so much to communicate, so much to cogitate upon, yet the words failed to convey my meaning. You must imagine it like painting an ocean yet having only a single shade of blue with which to do so.
I love the vocabulary they use in this game. Like, it uses some very advanced words. Hold on. Let me redo this.
In fact, I contend that it was the collective psychological toll of the severance that caused this, more so than the evident logistical challenge.
Okay, let's redo this one.
You must imagine it like painting an ocean, yet having only a single shade of blue. You are correct. Our economy is so fractured. We struggle to construct anything larger, perhaps, than a frigate. We cannot even resource and operate a full-scale shipyard. For half a century of isolation, we Boron have had little need for a comprehensive military. I fear that we are wholly unprepared for the myriad dangers lurking beyond the gate. And should word spread of the valuable equipment and facilities proposed by the Alliance of the Word, it might be akin to painting a target upon ourselves for any nefarious actors in the vicinity. One moment. I have, even now, received word of split incursions. If we had anything of value to loot, we would not be discussing skirmishes. They would descend upon us in hordes.
Okay, so now I need to go talk to crew quarters and make sure that he's back. Where are you going? You're still driving like a dork. At least not as much of a dork. Let me deal with this guy really fast. I will at least get through this part of the Boron storyline. Oh, you're done. Okay. Go back down here. Let's do that. That. And the rest that. And did you change? No, you're up here. Okay, so this is a new thing that I've noticed in this latest patch is they teleport. It's really weird. When I was fighting the Cock station, this ship kept teleporting around the map. It was really strange. Where's my... Yeah, you're attacking him. Where are you headed? I just want to make sure that he doesn't hack any of my stations, that's all. Because it costs me a lot of time and I don't want to deal with that. You need to stop. All right, I can do some other things. Yeah, he's too fast. I need my There we go. There's 2 of them. Okay, assign role. Attack with. We're going to put you in beta group. These guys can take him out. I'm waiting on one more to get built. And I've already gotten the money back from building them. It's great. Do I want to? They're still out of advanced electronics. So yeah, I'm gonna hope that these 3 Minotaurs are good enough to pop him. I mean, they've got 3 plasma turrets on it, so it might work. All right, crew quarters.
The steward and I have had our differences in the past. I am so very sorry you had to witness that embarrassingly discordant display. Leader we and I disagree on much, but he is not a bad person. You know, he is just scared. I think he is scared of falling short. He carries the weight of the expectations of the entire provinces. He wants to keep everyone safe, and I think he fears that your expedition will exacerbate an already dangerous situation. Yes, fraught with danger, the provinces lie uncomfortably close to Kark territory. When Sanctuary of Darkness first connected to the provinces, it triggered regular attacks. We barely managed to protect ourselves with the meager military that we could cobble together. Thankfully, the waves have calmed for now. The Kark incursions eventually ceased. All attempts to communicate with these enigmatic creatures have failed, so I would hesitate to call it a ceasefire. It is more of a lull in hostilities. As you can imagine, the situation remains rather fragile. Oh, you took note of that, did you? Time after time I approach Leader Weave for the resources to find our way back home, but he has come to the conclusion that efforts spent on this endeavor come at an immediate cost to our people. I would hate for you to get the impression that I do not care for my fellow Boron here. Out on the fringes, I am truly seeking to make a difference for the people. Serving the Queen's subjects is a duty for me. You see, I do not like to draw too much attention to it, but I myself am the progeny of stranded minor royals. Before you bow or anything like that, I am not part of the direct line of succession, and that is not how our monarchy works in any case. Yet, it drives me to find a path back home, for the people to once again delight in a reunited, merry realm.
Okay.
Pleasant
So
travels.
she's done. Let's go look and see if he's shifted. Yup. Well, no, he hasn't. But he's still trying. Thankfully, I will have my 3 ships. Oh, you're almost done. Let's do it. Come on. All right, attack with commander. All right, so we've got 3 medium, and I've specifically built those to pop ships. Or pop capital ships. They're not going to be a whole lot of good against fighters because they're kind of slow and they turn like an anchor, but they will do a number on a large ship. So these, what equipment do these have? They've got large plasmas. Oh, I don't have any media. Okay, these have large plasmas on them. And I didn't put any plasmas on the mediums. So the large plasmas fire extremely slow. But they do a bunch of damage. All right. I think with that under control, I can go talk to the other guy. Elevator. What are you telling me to do? Why are you
Hello
telling
again,
me to
Explorer.
talk to her?
Pleasant
I've
travels.
already talked to her. Go away. I think I did it out of order to get the best result, but we'll see. I think you're supposed to talk to him after you talk to everybody else. Alright, let's go talk to dude.
Who does this fool think he is? Does he not understand the gravity of our mission? Withholding his consent? We shall continue without it if necessary.
Don't do that.
Why do you think I remain on this fool's dock? And who are you to tell me to calm myself? I appreciate your contributions to our mission, but do not forget that
No, you don't.
I remain your superior. I must clear my head of the fool's petulance before I return to my post. Yes, you are right. That much is obvious. I cannot help but wonder if there's more to the issue than that. Perhaps he is overly attached to his role as Prime Administrator of the provinces. A reunion with King Demend would inevitably result in him having to relinquish power and standing. Well, we are a scientific expedition, so our offensive options are rather limited in that regard. What we can do, however, is make assurances that any valuable equipment that is transported into Boron space will be well guarded, making it an unappealing target. Furthermore, I am prepared to place several scouts at his disposal, and to establish a network of satellites in watchful gaze. That will give the split cause to reconsider an incursion into the provinces. The situation with this steward does indeed seem resolvable, though I fear he wears my patience thin. Take this matter in hand. Go and see the fool. Perhaps you can change his mind. Ah, I understand. He is worried that our presence will stir up an infestation of the Chitterers.
Chitterers.
The Alliance of the Word is certainly prepared to provide assurances that our investigation will not leave him exposed to Ka'ak attacks.
Okay. So now that we have all of those done, sorry, I apologize that I keep having to do this, but I need to make sure that this ship isn't cloaked with a different signature so that it can come and steal my stuff. I'd rather it not steal my stuff. And you lose a lot of stuff when they hack you. It's insane how much stuff pops out of your stations. For those of you that have never played this or haven't gotten this far, I don't know. I lost about 100,000 energy cells so far, 2,000 hull parts, and a lot of microlattice. Probably a good 10,000, 15,000 microlattice, some computronic substrate, and some silicon carbide. It's impossible to gather all that stuff back after he pops it out. So, it's just very expensive to deal with it after he does it. So I'd rather not have to, if I can help it. I'm safe to talk to him.
Ah, the silent one from our disappointing introduction. Your commendable commitment to peace is as welcome as it is unexpected. The Alliance of the Word is to be lauded for its respect for our peaceful ways. Well, well, this is an unexpectedly kind offer from the Alliance of the Word. I must admit that security assistance in these uncertain times would indeed be a welcome reassurance. I must say how thoroughly reassured I am. And again, please accept my most profound apologies for our earlier miscommunication. Clearly, our values are in auspicious alignment. I am confident that you will ensure no harm befalls my charges. Please, do proceed with my blessing and my people's support for the success of your historic mission. With the gate in Watchful Gaze reactivated, to our knowledge, only 3 more dormant gates remain in province space. One is located in Ocean of Fantasy, another in Barren Shores. The final one was discovered by scouts in Sanctuary of Darkness. If Sanctuary of Darkness sounds foreboding, you may find that the name is fitting. It is host to a significant Ka'ak infestation. Urgh. Even uttering the name makes my fins tingle. Yet I must remain firm on the matter. Do not, under any circumstances, engage with the Ka'ak. Every interaction with them results in horrific conflict.
You have our word, Leader Wee. We shall do everything in our power to avoid undue provocation.
Thank you. And may I bestow upon you a gift? We have prepared for you a fighter ship. A humble gift, but hopefully it will be of use to you in the times ahead.
We are most grateful. You have been an exemplary host. Explorer, you have done well to secure access for us to continue our mission. Please, claim the scout ship as your own. Serve you well.
Okay. I can now send that ship over, or send the ship that I'm on over here to be a part of this fleet. So I can send this one to I'm going to say attack with Beta. I know it's a scout ship, but for right now I'm gonna do that. Oh, okay. I haven't claimed the ship yet, so it's not mine. Thought I could just teleport to it. Is it I forget how to get into these things. Oh.
Marco.
Forgot about that.
Investigate the dormant gates to formulate the next step of our expedition.
I am already familiar with the gate in Ocean of Fantasy. If you supply me with the necessary equipment and provide me with a few pointers as to what exactly I am to do, it would be my deepest pleasure to assist.
Excellent. The Alliance shall investigate Barren Shores. That only leaves the matter of the final gate, the location of which is somewhat more precarious. Explorer, you have excelled thus far. Put that new fighter of yours to good use, and find Sanctuary of Darkness. It seems that you are best suited to this task.
Of course I am.
All the times I dreamt of being reunited with my fellow Boron, it never crossed my mind that they might be in such impoverished circumstances. I know that the Alliance has received communications from Kingdom End, but those were dispatched decades ago. Hopefully, they have fared better than the Boron here. I am curious about the contents of their message. Just how much of their preliminary findings have they shared with their Alliance counterparts? Once we have gained access to both gates' data, maybe the Alliance really intends to conduct experiments from our side too. Trying to manipulate gates would be an incredibly involved undertaking. Yet it seems as though Numankaret is single-minded about the whole endeavor. Can you imagine the possibilities that would be open to us if we could manipulate these gates at will?
There you are. We'll get him. Hopefully I can deal with him once and for all now. Let's see if these Minotaurs were worth the purchase. Oh, nope, he's getting away. It's so irritating. He is so irritating. I hate dealing with the pirates. Alright, so let us undock.
Thanks to the newly opened trade routes, we have commenced rebuilding our shipyard. You are, of course, most welcome to aid us in our undertaking. Your efforts will, of course, be lucratively compensated.
See if we can just find it on a visual. That's the one back to
Barren Shores.
There's Barren Shores. No, that's not where I need to go. Okay. Let's stop that. See if we can find the jump gate. Is it invisible range? Let's see where it's at. It's up here, so I'm looking probably around there. See if I can find it with long-range scan.
I have arrived at my designated inactive gate. I shall commence taking readings immediately.
There it is. While we get there, let's see where this jerk is. He's just flying around up here. They're still not supplying. They're doing the most expensive stuff first. So hey. All right, there it is.
Object.
So this should take us to the bad place. Sanctuary of Darkness.
Entering system. Sanctuary of Darkness.
Yeah.
Sanctuary of Darkness.
Alright, so there's a cock hive.
There was once a xenon presence hereabouts in the network. I wonder what befell them.
Oh, is that so? Then we were quite lucky that our systems were not connected directly to a Xenon stronghold. There is no way we would have survived, given the state of our military.
Now, see if you can locate the inactive gate in this system.
Be careful. Take great care when navigating. We must honor our word and avoid the cut. You will also need to be cautious of the region's other hazards. I recommend that you stick close to the asteroids. They seem to be an exceptional indicator of where your ship will not be harmed.
So I'm going to create little markers where the map shows that there's asteroids. This is a fast little ship.
Empty space.
Whoop. Holy cow, this thing is booking it. All right, so now...
Danger.
Ouch. Do I see him?
Danger.
Okay, I am too far out of the mineral field. I'm too busy worrying about... No, I'm out of it. Get back. All right, we need... to go up here. I think this is safe.
Empty space.
Assistant, perhaps locating the jump gate would be easier if you were to use your ship's long-range
I know where it
scanner.
is. Oh, I'm being attacked by the cock, it sounds like. I can see the gate right there.
Danger.
Yeah.
Hazardous region detected.
Yep, there it is.
Unknown object.
I should have deployed nav beacons.
There it is. Approach the jump gate nacelle. Try to get a reading.
Oh, nope. I am gonna have to flee. And with that, I'm probably also going to call it an episode
We're in range. Activate your ship's scan mode now.
after I flee. This ship can't handle taking on a cock ship. All right. He's still red. All right. I am going to get back into safe space, and then I'm going to call it here.
Empty space.
So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. If you
Danger.
haven't, well, then you're not going to hear this. All right, so I'm going to go onto here. Whoop. And I will definitely see you in the next one. So everybody have a good one, and peace.